Greetings, everyone! My name is ShineStar5022, and welcome to our first edition of Gaming Speculation Roundtable. This is where we share theories and speculations on upcoming video games. Today we're discussing Pokemon Legends ZA, and with me, I have like a few friends.
I don't know if we should introduce ourselves, but hi, I'm Fad.
That's great.
Hello everyone, my name is GamingSuperHeroBros. I have my own channel and I do a lot of stuff. I write stories and write fan fictions and stuff. Hi everyone, I'm a friend. Hello everyone.
It's Manaboy16, the old tech collector plus tuber and MMDer all in one.
That's amazing, guys. Now, I'm going to ask like a few questions and I'm going to share my theories and you can share yours. Now, the first question I have is, now we all know that the game is coming out in 2025. The question is, which point in 2025 you think this game will come out? For me, I feel like it's going to come out in mid to late 2025 based on like some leaks I heard. What do y'all think?
I think it's going to release in January.
I agree with that sentiment, but I don't know. Since they're taking longer than usual, I say it could be early, middle, late, who knows.
It's impressive.
I am guessing.
You go first, sir.
Okay, I'm guessing January 2025 because the last Legends game was announced in February 2021 and released in January 2022. I could smell a pattern.
Since though they actually didn't really show any gameplay for Legends ZA, hence why, and unlike with Legends Arceus, they didn't really show like early. Hence why I think it's gonna be mid to late 2025. And like some leaks actually reinforce that idea. As Superhero Bros, which point in 2025 do you think this game will drop?
I think it's going to release in January. I think it might. Somewhere early, you know what I'm saying? That's my theory.
Okay. Next question. Now, with Legends ZA, do you think this will take place during the past of Lumio City or the future? My guess it's actually going to be both. It'll take place like a couple years after XY, maybe around a couple years after like Scarlet and Violet, but you do go back to the past. You do time travel to the past though, but what do y'all think? Past or future?
Can I answer first?
Yeah, I do think it will be in the past again, from what I can tell by theories I've seen online. And it kind of makes sense because Kalos had this huge plot with the war, so I have a feeling it's going to take place in the aftermath of that war.
Sense?
Well, for me, I think it's going to take place in the future. It might. Legends Arceus take place in the past, so hey, why not have a future Legends game? That's my theory. It could take place in the past, but I'm going for the future one.
Fair enough. Manada, what do you think?
Well, I'm guessing the future because, well, let's face it, the future sounds cool.
Okay, pretty cool. Next question. Do you think Legends ZA will be a Switch-only title, or will it be a cross-gen title? I feel like it's going to be like a cross-gen title, and my sentiment is just because like Game Freak never did like a cross-gen title before doesn't mean they never will. I want to hear y'all's opinions on it.
I do feel like they're gonna do the same thing as before and not make it cross-gen, but I do hope the Switch's successor does have like cross-gen, like from the 2DS to the 3DS, where you can still play those older games.
Yeah, I did hear that. Yes, Manada?
I think it's just gonna be
honestly, cross-gen is a double-edged sword. For one thing, having backwards compatibility is convenient, but on the other, it's exclusive games are gonna,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Having a cross-gen version is a double-edged sword, in my opinion. Look at the Bowser's Inside Story remake. It flopped because you could already play the original game on the 3DS.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I did hear like a lot of like rumors and leaks that like the Switch is gonna, like the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with like the original Switch games. But anyways, Superhero Bros, do you think Legends ZA will be a cross-gen title, or will it just be on the Switch?
It's just gonna be on the Switch. I don't think it'll be cross-gen. It's just gonna be on the Switch. That's what I think. They could, but at the same time, it's gonna be a Switch. Like, Game Freak never done that to any of their past games, so why now?
I think like my sentiment is just because they never done it before doesn't mean they won't ever do it like in the future. I was kind
Yeah,
of like,
but it's just that it still seems like it's gonna keep up. Where for Black and White 2, the 3DS is already out, and for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, the Switch was already out. So it doesn't feel like they'd make it the next gen.
oh, so they'll probably just continue on that trend instead of like breaking the trend. That's fair.
Yeah, and I feel like it really depends if Game Freak gets the material or resources to work for that next console, because they might not just ever be provided that before it comes out to work on it.
Okay, that's fair.
And
Anyways,
let's not forget. And let's not forget that first-party titles are also released on last-gen hardware after next-gen hardware is released.
yeah, I've seen that. Even like, anyways, I've seen that with like past games. Like they were still making 3DS games even when the Switch first came out. So
Yeah,
anyways,
and they made 3DS games for quite a while, if you remember.
yeah, I feel like it'll be the same way with
Yeah.
like the Switch and Switch 2. Anyways, next question. What do y'all think the starters will be? My guess is like either gonna be the Kalos starters or it's gonna be Snivy as the grass one, either Scorbunny or Litten as the fire, and Piplup as like the water. So what do y'all think?
I think it's too soon to know which stars will be specifically if they're different starters, but I do believe there will be different starters.
Oh, hi, Grape Ape and
say
Issue. We're actually getting started in our discussion though. So we
May
just
I
asked we just asked about like what starters are gonna be for Legend CA. So
Oh,
Mewtwo already answered their question though. So
May I answer next?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well, for me, knowing this is another Legends game, they're gonna do another mixed stars thing. I don't know who, but I know it's gonna be another mixed stars. Like the Call Stars, they're just gonna be like roaming wild Pokemon, like in Legends. Arceus, the Sinnoh ones were roaming around. Yeah, that's why I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's fair. Monado, what do you think?
Well, for grass, I'm gonna go with Turtwig, Fire, Tepig, Butter, Mudkip.
Interesting. Now, Grape Ape, what do you think?
well, this is probably a controversial opinion, but I think one thing about the BDSP Legend situation is that in BDSP we already had access to the Gen 4 starters, so it would sort of be redundant to use them again for Legends, even more so since like that was pre-colonial Sinnoh, so that you have to go and find the Sinnoh starters anyways in that game. But we're in a weird case where the X and Y starters have kind of been gipped outside of Greninja. They haven't been usable since the 3DS games. So since France is like much further along than Japan, it could potentially just be the Gen 6 starters with Megas to accompany their final evolutions.
Oh,
But if that's what I think that it could be. It could just be them with Megas.
that's a good way to look at it. Anyways, the next question. Do you think there are going to be any returning characters in Legend ZA? And if so, which ones? My guess it's going to be like, I think like Amaris for one is going to be returning mainly because of like the hints like Ku put out about like how like a member of the Blueberry Elite Four is going to hint at the next game. Emma is also likely, but I don't know. What do y'all think?
I'm
Well,
not.
for
I
me-
don't know the characters that well, but I bet that AZ old whatever guy might show up since he's been alive forever. That is saying if it does take place in the past.
Ah, fair. Monado?
Oh,
Oh wait, Great Babe, you want to go? You want to answer next?
Oh,
Okay.
they can go before me.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead, Monado.
You know, if one character if I was like, I bet they should put the protagonist from the Ranger games in as a surprise.
Yeah, oh yeah, the protagonist in the Ranger game.
Yeah, the Ranger games actually. There's actually 3 in the Pokemon Ranger games. There's the
I know.
original. There's Shadows of Omnia, which I loved as a kid, and then there's Guardian Sign, which actually
Be pretty
Boss Ranger
interesting
copy-
though. Bringing the
But
character from like
but
a
actually-
spin-off game and like the main series game.
Yeah.
They've done it before with like Burnett, so it's not really out of the question.
Yeah. And what's funny is that Anyone familiar with this Pokemon fan game called Pokemon Uranium?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I heard
I
of it.
think I've heard of it.
Well, the reason why I need to bring it up is because it features the male protagonist of Shadows of Almia as the player character's father.
That's pretty cool. I would love to see like
Well,
a mainline.
that's a fan game. We're talking about that's a fan game.
Yeah, I know, but you get the idea.
I mean, like, I kind of
Nope.
would love to see like some elements from fan games in like the main series game. Anyways, back on topic. Superhero Bros, what returning characters from past games do you think will actually appear in Legends EA?
That is a good question. So I mostly just see, the Kalos characters, all the Kalos characters, and AZ being in Legends EA because this is a Kalos game, so it makes sense to put them there. So I actually could see Looker in there too. So that's my
Like as a follower?
that's my thing. I don't know. I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my thing.
All right then. Great Peep of Ishu. Which returning characters do you think will come into like Legends EA?
Well, I'm gonna go with another unorthodox picks, and I think Leon's gonna be the next Faller character, and he's gonna pop up here.
Ooh, that's
And my evidence is that Leon is already known for getting lost, and he's very popular in both, the West and in Japan. And also, he has Charizard, so instead of Gigantamax, he could just use Charizard X, Y, or if they give Charizard a Z, he could show that off. So he's also a battle facility master, so it's not uncommon to just use different
Sorry, go ahead.
Pokemon.
That's a really interesting and nuanced way. Although
Oh no!
I'd probably like blow. I would
I just
probably
think
be
it's
like
gonna
pretty
be
pissed off if I saw Charizard Z. But it's an interesting way to see it.
Well, they probably might give a Mega Charizard Z.